Hi, this is Gianni Capaldi. I play Tim in A Day to Die, and I am on FaceTime with Todd Wharton.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ted Copperfield. Studies have shown that those that have taken the fourth booster shot have been experiencing some side effects. These side effects, believe it or not, are causing human mitosis. And there are those that are out there right now splitting and celebrating at the same time. Let's take a look at this video. This segment of the That Just Happened News Report is brought to you by W. Gum, W. Pleasure, and W. Copperfield. We'll be right back with actor Gianni Capaldi. Welcome back to the show, everyone. So as you see in my background, my guest tonight, you can see him in the new film directed by Wes Miller, A Day to Die, starring Bruce Willis, Kevin Dillon, Leon Robinson, and Frank Grillo. He also has a lot of other movies under his belt. But you know what? Let's take a look at a clip.
Because of you, I can't fucking sleep at night. I see his fucking face. It haunts me every... You know it wasn't my call. Every night. It wasn't my call. I was taking orders. We were taking orders.
I'm gonna say something was gonna cost me my pension. Huh? After I saved your ass? Come on. Yes, I saved your ass. For some punk-ass kid. Is that what you're gonna say to me? Oh, man. You killed a kid. He didn't have a gun, Warren. The official report says he had a gun. He's reaching for his fucking wallet. I've covered you in the streets, and I'm asking you now. Cover me.
You a fan of opera now, Tony?
This? It's not really my cup of tea, is it?
You shut your mouth up about it.
Well, I'm sure it'll be all right on the night.
He ever says Tom Pinkerton's a coward, you just send him out.
We circled this before, and there was 6 of us. 5. And he was alone. And he still lives.
Did you go in by surprise?
Nah, this stupid bastard announced.
Well, you don't knock on the devil's door and ask to come in.
2, always pick a side. When you do, you fight like hell for it.
Which side am I on?
When you were on the bench, you were on mine. I would have died for you. For the record, if I knew it was your boy, it would have went down differently.
Yeah, but it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Don't you ever learn? Have you not shot enough people in this life?
If you walk away, she dies.
She'll die anyway.
Not just her. You're gonna be an uncle. We don't have any other family, Timmy.
I hope it's a girl.
Here comes cavalry.
Stay the course!
You're not gonna say anything. I know everything that goes on in these streets. I was trained for war.
Please welcome to the show actor Gianni Capaldi.
I'm great. I'm stuck up here in the snow in another shoot, freezing my ass off. But yeah, it's great.
Well, let's talk about, well, right before we get into the film, I know you're shooting a new film with a really cool guy, former UFC champ, George St. Pierre, right? You're doing something out there right now in Winnipeg, I believe you
do. George just flew in for a couple of days. He left this morning. Yeah, he filmed a couple of days on the movie. Yeah, and it was great. You know, this movie up here is another movie I'm doing with Frank Grillo, who's also in A Day to Die. Yeah. And the director of this movie is the creator of Underworld. You know, the whole series of Underworld. So this is his directorial debut, Kevin Grevue. So, you know, he's great, man. He's ahead of the game when it's all like the comics and stuff. And, you know, I'm excited because you know, this could be another franchise for him. So let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a huge fan of Kate Beckinsale. But Talking about being
not.
fans, man, I'm going to tell you right now, I became a fan of yours overnight. I got to witness the premiere, and the camaraderie in the cast was so amazing. Now, you play Tim, and you happen to play the brother of Connor, who's played by Kevin Dillon. And you guys seem like you've known each other all your lives, the way you guys acted. You played a brother. There was definitely a controversy there. You had a little argument that was turned more into a fist fight, because I don't think I can ever punch my brother the way you did in that film. But tell me how you worked up to this character and how it was playing side by side with Kevin and Leon and everybody else in the film.
Well, with Kevin, we kind of hit it off from the start. He's a great guy to work with. He's funny. Him and I are very similar personalities, and we developed that bond, that brotherhood kind of bond, like immediately.
Wow.
So I think we hung out every day. I think the only time out of 4 weeks that we didn't hang out was the one night his girlfriend came into town, and I still wanted to hang out with him. But yeah, I mean, we developed a great bond, and we hope that it carried on onto the screen. So, but yeah, and that fist fight, brothers sometimes fight, but they love each other at the end of it and make up.
Yeah, you guys were real good, and there were a couple of twists and turns. I'm not going to go more into it. I want people to see this film because right now it's on demand on all streaming platforms. But in the theater, when we saw a U-turn on where your relationship ended, we didn't even see it coming, but we understood why it happened. Your character did what you did, but at the end of the day, brotherly love was always there. Now, were you prepared to do this type of role? Because the role itself had a personal conflict because there was a drug habit involved that caused your character to change its ways during the show. How did you adapt to that?
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you kind of you got to think for the greater good, So you've got to put yourself in a position where you're doing something that has trapped you, because he was a user, he was a drug user in the movie at the start,
right.
And it was one of those things where sometimes the greater good was obviously, helping my brother out, and ultimately his daughter, so that was my gift as an uncle.
Yeah.
And that's it's the greater good of life, right? You do everything for kids. I got two beautiful little girls, age 2 and 5, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for them.
Yep.
So I would give up anything for them. So if you put yourself in those shoes, then that's how you kind of overcome any obstacle you have in life or that has a hold on you.
Yeah, and I love the way you said it. And by the way, congratulations on you two beautiful girls. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Now, you're a Scottish actor, award-winning, and I'll be honest with you, you sound better at speaking English than I do.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You adapted to the role really well. How did you like working also with Vernon Davis, who's all-pro 49er, and how did you guys because your team, between you, Alexander, Frank, and Kevin,
Yeah.
That was a great team. I love the characters. How did you like working with all these guys together in those scenes?
Well, I met Vernon on a movie called Hell on the Border.
Mm-hmm.
And Vernon's such a lovely guy. He's such a nice guy. He's another guy I kind of clicked with.
Yeah.
You kind of meet people. That's what I love about my job is like you travel the world and you meet souls, and some souls you click. Vernon, I clicked with. He's great. I love him. So when I knew he was on this movie, on Day to Die, and he did a great job, I clicked with him. So with Vernon, it was great. It was easy. Alex I met as well. I think he had a small then for a couple of days on Hell on the Board. I can't remember now. But yeah, he's another lovely guy, lovely family. So yeah, and Frank and I worked maybe 3 times together now. So we kind of know each other, and yeah, he's my bubba, man. Love Frank.
He's awesome. I mean, all of them were great. And congratulations on the film. You pretty much got a standing ovation here in New York City when the movie was over. People really loved it. Oh, yeah, they really adapted it. It was such a great film. If you guys don't know, definitely go see A Day to Die. It's in selected theaters now and definitely on demand. And hopefully we'll get to see you back on the screen in King of Killers with Lord St. Pierre. It looks like a pretty cool action film you got going on there.
Yeah. Alan Moosey's up here. He's doing his thing as well. He was great in Kickboxer. He's such a nice guy. It's funny. All these fighters, they're such nice guys. You know, I've known Randy Couture for a long time, and he's one of the nicest guys there is. Like, and again, Alan, George, they're just so nice. And I know all Canadians are kind of nice, but if they're Canadian fighters, it's even nicer. So, you know, it's good. But, you know, it's a good time in Day to Die. It's a lot of action. You know, it's the third time I worked with Wes Miller. The first one was River Runs Red. He did. And yeah, I don't know if you saw that or not, but I played a Southern racist cop that my partner was Luke Hemsworth, and we pulled over a black kid, Tay Diggs' son. So it's been a journey with Wes. You know, we've done 3 together now.
Yep.
And you know, I got a good bond with him. He's very up and coming, great. He's not up and coming anymore. He's there now. He's rising, stocks rising, and you know, I think he's good. You know, he's really got a lot of talent. So
yeah, and
good movie. Good movie.
This is saying every one of you guys is saying Wes was such a pleasure to work with, and it's sometimes hard to find somebody who's open to ad-libbing and everything else. And I think a good director allows that. And I'm glad to say that because I was telling Alexander, your cast was just great, and everybody just got along. You all praise each other, and it's just so great to see that, especially now coming out of COVID. You're all doing films again, and you're obviously really busy. Frank's busy. Kevin's continuously just coming out with great stuff, and I think he's got a podcast right now. So
yeah,
I wish you the best, man. And you know, I appreciate you being on FaceTime with Todd Wharton, taking the time out for your busy schedule, and getting out in the cold, just staying warm. So hopefully I attribute to that. And you got to get some coffee. I see you're in the shop. So
I had my coffee. Yeah, I had the coffee. So now I just got to figure out how to get back to the hotel in this.
Well, man, I look forward to speaking with you soon, and I can't wait to see your next film. And thank you for being on the show, brother.
Fantastic. I hope you enjoy the Day to Die, and thanks for watching and taking the time.
So, Gianni, first and foremost, thanks for being a guest on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. I had a great time with you and speaking to you about the new film, King of Killers, and obviously the film that's right behind me, A Day to Die. So, guys, go check this film out. It's streaming on all platforms, and it's also available in some of your local theaters. But until then, if you're not living a passionate life, then whose life are you living? I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
I'm not always on YouTube, but when I am, I make sure I'm subscribed to FaceTime with Todd Wharton. Be thirsty, my friends.